just waste my time and do that and blah blah blah. You see, the thing is, and a lot of Lucians are like that. They want to do something, but because there's not a support system for it, or they may feel as they feel it's not as big as they want it to be, they will not really take it upon themselves to do it because you know it wouldn't make sense. So a lot of people, to them, the passion is there. You know, it's there like in the head. It's there in the envisioning, but they just don't put it into action. So they talk, but they don't put it into action.
So, good day everybody. We are the Legion of Revolutionaries. I am the mind of Xavier, and we have Naz, Jaden, and Richard behind the camera. Before we start off anything, let me just ask you, how was the week so far? Like, how has the week been, honestly?
Good, eh? Like, I find this week was actually productive. I went out, skated, met up with a couple skaters, I made a couple videos as well. So yeah, that's what made it fun. And productive in the sense that I put out a couple videos on YouTube and Facebook. And yeah, been working on some projects in the background as well for Unveil skateboarding, so yeah.
Unveil!
So like with GC, we had a recording session yesterday, and I mean, just production-wise, because we're trying to like do some production and stuff. I mean, production didn't work as we wanted to, but we still ended up making a song yesterday, which was kind of cool, you know. So I mean, it was kind of frustrating. At the same time, we didn't exactly accomplish a goal, but we still accomplished a goal. So it was a kind of a weird week this week. Personally, for me, a lot of things I wanted to do, I couldn't do, and it gets really frustrating when you want to do something for a long time and you just really can't do it. You know, you really can't control, you know, those things.
It's understandable for true. Like, I know of the numerous things that I put myself in. It's kind of messed up when you have like a set program. Like, I personally hate when I have to push back my stuff. When I have,
Like your personal stuff, you mean?
yeah, my week has been, boy, I kind of way. I won't say stressful, and I have reasons like throughout the week, you know, for the next month until November. So, me being unaccustomed to that, it kind of messing up my body, and I've been sleeping really late for the past couple of days. I don't know why. It's just like I cannot sleep past. No, I lie. I go to sleep like almost between 4 and 6 every day for the past couple of.
Like in the morning?
Yeah, like in the morning. Like when I go to sleep, the sun just coming out.
Wow.
It's kind of messed up to see like you being called to do so much, and it's almost like you're the only hope.
Yeah.
I find that like messed up in a sense, because there's so many of us out there who can like contribute so much, and what that irritating me is like who really wants to do it, and that's why I constantly ask myself like, what is passion really? I feel this is something I've been feeling for the past probably 2 years or so, and it comes off as me being bitter in a sense. I don't see it that way, but that's the feedback I get. It's just that seeing the people around me, you know, I came up around some of the most influential people, in my opinion. Some of the most influential people, the most inspirational people. I mean locally, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean locally, yeah. I mean Kanye West is an inspiration to me, but the people around me, yeah, being around these people was considered the most influential, the most inspirational people, and then to see like along the line everybody just stopped. Like there was a point in time where like a lot of people were just giving up.
It goes back to what you were saying, or your question of like what really is passion. Because is passion necessarily something that like a lot of people believe like, okay, like when you're born, like you have this certain ingrained like destiny within you, or something that you have a natural like inclination towards, and then like later on, like your whole life purpose is supposed to be like discovering that and then like enacting that or fulfilling that. And then like other people who believe, or this is what I believe a little more, like as you grow up, the things you spend time around and like the influences you see and the things that inspired you will then influence you to be passionate about one thing or the other. So I thought I found that through like theater and like acting, like as the end all be all when it comes to like what I was supposed to do with my life. But then like the same way, like I was like when I was doing it, like at least this is what I feel. Like, when I was doing it with like my full heart. Like I was doing it passionately. Like I was taking it really seriously and like I really had a love for it. And then like as time goes along, because my mother used to always say that, she used to tell me like you can develop a passion for something.
True.
So like it's like something I haven't spent like the last, like I haven't done in years. Like from the time I was probably 12, I had stopped skateboarding, and it was never in my life, and up until like 2014, and then I got it, and like I suddenly developed this like intense passion for it so much that I was going for it all the time. So like, I guess like what I'm basically trying to say in relation to what you were saying, right? I feel that passion is something that could, in a sense, evolve or change depending on where you like consciously decide to put your focus and your energy and your time.
Fair enough. 'Cause I mean,
but the whole key is that you have to choose. It can't be like something chosen for you.
I will say, and I'm talking from the perspective of rap in St. Lucia. Okay, on the whole, rap is not something big in St. Lucia, that's for sure. A lot of people are of the mindset that okay, it's not our culture, so we want, you know, is why are you even doing? Why are you taking it on? Now,
it's like the same thing for skateboarding as well. Though.
Yeah,
it's the same thing for skateboarding as well. You know, people instead of accepting, people just want to stereotype it, all these kind of things. You know, now it'll irritate you, but at the same time, you know. Now let's say for example, you may shout me. I'm not like that, but I'm saying you may shout me, and I'm saying, boy, I like the rap vibe, but at the same time, boy, to go there and they might not have a lot of people and I might just waste my time and do that and blah blah blah. You see, the thing is, and a lot of Lucians are like that. They want to do something, but because there's not a support system for it, or they may feel as they feel it's not as big as they want it to be, they will not really take it upon themselves to do it because you know it wouldn't make sense. So a lot of people, to them, the passion is there. You know, it's there like in the head. It's there in the envisioning, but they just don't put it into action. So they talk, but they don't put it into action because they feel, you know, it might be a waste of energy, a waste of time. They can develop themselves in other areas and leave that on a pause until, you know. So let's say like GC, we're here and we're very passionate about rap for sure. All we do is rap, we love rap, our whole lives are centered around rap. But there's not a big market in rap for St. Lucia, right? We try hard to try and do it, but people just don't give it attention, you know. In history, you can see that we've tried, we've posted things, we've marketed ourselves and so on. But right now, we just feel like, boy, honestly, and even I personally, I feel like, boy, right now, I love rapping with my whole heart. I'll support rap no matter what. But right now, I'm unemployed. I need to find ways of building myself and not feel stranded. Somebody can do it because I'm not able to at this point. Later on, a few years, yes, I may be able to. I would love to do it. But if somebody else can do it, I can jump on that bandwagon and say, all right, you know what? Let's push this. Let's make it happen. Right? It's the same like let's say with the skateboarding. You know, before Unveil, there was Squall Nation. Right? Squall was getting big and so on. Unfortunately, I don't know what the circumstances. They kind of fell out. But, you know, the bandwagon already started. You know, the whole movement started already. And Nas didn't want it to die. So Nas collaborated with whoever else he did with, and they created Unveil. And I'm sure there are other guys who skate, and they love skating, but they didn't have the resources, they didn't have the time, or they didn't really have the energy to push it as much as they could. But the passion was there. So now they see that gateway was open. One time they jumped on it, and look at how big Unveil is getting now.
True. What do you say now?
But like, okay, with the sense like, okay, like what with rap, you see like they do have a movement and stuff like that. Well, that the movement is small, right?
It's very small, and a lot of people just kind of feel like it'll not be as good or ready already as yet to
Yeah.
invest a lot of time into
And
it.
like you saying, like it would be good if they had somebody with, with more resources that could like build up this scene and push things a little further and like give other rappers an opportunity to like further themselves as well. But then like my rebuttal to that is like, if it have to be somebody, why not you? And I mean, it's true that you don't have the resources in terms of finances, but and like you said, you're unemployed, so of course you have to find out some way to sustain yourself. If rap cannot do that for you at the moment, but that doesn't mean like, let's say you have to like put it on a back burner. You could keep pushing the movement, because like you said with me and Unveil, right? Unveil was not like skateboarding in St. Lucia to me was not any better than rap is now. When I started Unveil back in 2014, it was basically like in the same level. But the thing is like, you have resources that even a lot of older people might not have. You have energy, you have time. Those two, like this guy Gary Vaynerchuk, he always says like the hustle mentality, sweat equity can be more valuable than like actual financial equity, especially in a startup. So y'all GC there, y'all can put enough energy, like you said, you all been putting out projects, just keep doing that. Keep pushing it, like you can find ways even though you don't have the money right now to keep pushing the vibe.
Wealth of the spirit over wealth of the pocket.
You check it? That's a good way to put
Well,
it.
the thing about rap, and if I'm wrong, you correct me. At the end of the day, it's entertainment. Now, with entertainment, of course, you'll always need finances. Always, no matter what. Now, it either comes two ways: your own source capital or someone investing to you. Now, we can have as much energy as possible. And the thing is, we have all this energy, but the messed up thing is, we live in a country where people are not ready to invest in this thing yet, you know? So it's kind of tough. It's really tough at this point because we're not the first to try this.
Yeah.
There are many who've been before us who tried and do it, and some of them just gave up completely.
True.
You know, I'll not mention names, but you know, there are many who started it and they just dropped it because they felt as if they've been trying and they really tried for a good while. I'm talking maybe 7 to 10 years plus they've been trying, but just, you know, until they start working and then they say, okay, they start investing, and by the time they start investing, they start getting old and they have other plans to start families and these kind of things. And
Even those that tried before you have not tried every single thing there is to try. So if you could come as a young, like energetic person with a passion and try something people never tried before, because what's to stop you, right? You don't need money to take your group and go somewhere on the street and start rapping for people. You don't need money to do that. I mean that's maybe you might not see that as something that might be profitable, but that if you see a rap group, a young rap group, all the way in the same shit with your logo on it, and you're there rapping and giving people inspiration, 1, 2 people might stop. Next thing you know, a crowd might form. Some people might record it on their phone. That's things like Lucia never seen before, and that's the key to me. That's the key to like getting your message out there, is to do things people never see before, do things people not going to expect. You check it, like make people freak out.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. I point to him when I say that again.
I feel like I'm approaching it differently, because art has been always something I had a die-hard passion for. To see at 12 years old, I started dancing to no music. I didn't have like a good phone or anything. I started dancing like in the middle of my the school hallway or whatever. Then from there I went to dancing on like the roads, on the sidewalks and shit. No music. Then soon before I left school, I started clubbing at a very early age, around like 16. I chose the nightlife as a way to promote myself, because I can promote myself in more ways than one. One, I'm a dancer, so as I'm dancing, people will know like, okay, it is a part of some dance group or something. And 2, I'm always wearing something that I design myself. Me being the brand, I consider to be a great marketing strategy, but that's not really the point I'm trying to get across. It's this, that it's something that I've taken huge risks for. It was hard, but at the same time I enjoyed it because I know by the end of the day I'm going to be continuing something that I love to do. So I didn't really care if I would be without food. I mean, physically it would hurt me, but I know I did it for a good cause, at least to me. And in spite of the fact that we are the ones who are setting the movement, like you know how they say, I think Ken Robertson said it, those who can't move, those who will move, and those who move, we are the movement. We are the ones who can, those who will, and those who will move. I said that twice, anyways. But yeah, we are the movement behind the music. We are the movement in the fashion.
There was a video you shared with those two guys who got painted, and they were in the room and they were dancing. At the end, in the credits, they said "movement art by," like it didn't say "dancing by," and I found that interesting.
Yeah.
You see, like it's just what you're saying now, like it's the movement.
Because I find the term dance is something that's being used very ridiculously now. Because now people come here and dance and they don't even like that term anymore. It's like, I'm more than that. I remember being at the exhibition. I said that in one of my vlogs actually. But I remember explaining to a group of people the pieces that I had. And there was this one woman who was like, "Are these your pieces?" I said yes. And she was like, "But I thought you were a dancer." And I mean, at the time, it didn't really hit me. But it's only afterwards, after saying it in my head so many times, I'm like, so because I'm a dancer, I can't do anything else. I don't know if it's because I took it wrong, but it's like, it's something that has been said to me a lot. The young here pair helpers, we have an artist who does theater and stuff, and then we have Dam, and Dam's a dancer. That's how conversations always was. He dances.
Like as if they undermining it.
Yeah, like they just undermining it. Nope. Shout out to undermining, by the way.
It's not anybody can do it. Well, maybe anybody can do it, but at the same time, don't say it as if it's something so easy. Like just
Anybody can do it.
Put in the time and the effort.
The time and effort put into it.
Needs to be done about this, but unfortunately, people, we have to cut this short. A lot of us have to get going. There's going to be more expected. You can check me out, Mind of Xavier, on Instagram and on Facebook. And via skateboarding, Facebook, Instagram, Golf and Clip, Ferrari Harris, and also the creator,
Filmingly visuals.
Filmingly visuals. And yeah, stay tuned.